Hey guys, it's Qsanto, and today we're going to be taking a look at a Team Legacy deck I've been playing for the past couple days. After trying different variations of my favorite deck and leader ability being Syndicate Hidden Cache, I noticed that this list is my best overall contender against many of the new decks following the Way of the Witcher expansion. This deck has a nice balance of tall and wide point spread, removal, short round play, and bleed control. However, the main disadvantage would be the lack of immediate removal, as our poisons would take 2 turns to complete. Now, Syndicate's known for being the least played faction, as a lot of new players are deterred by the management of coin and stuff like that, but I'm going to show you just how easy it is to pilot this list once the mechanics are understood. So let's get into some of the cards in the deck to give you an idea of how it's going to be played, and then we'll run a couple games with commentary so you can see for yourself. So to start off the key deck components, we have Passiflora. It's a scenario that progresses whenever we play a Blind Eye card. On the prologue, we spawn a Passiflora Peach. During Chapter 1 we get 6 coin, and on Chapter 2 to end it here we have a Sly Seductress. So these engines do get out of control, and by the end of the round you're actually looking at really powerful cards, so this is definitely something you want to have in the list. Then we have the Flying Redanian. On turn end, summon this unit from your deck or graveyard to a random allied row. It acts as a great reoccurring swing of points every single round, adding an extra 3 to the board, but it's primarily used to thin the deck out. So this helps us pull into a lot of our better cards later on by having this come out early in the game and just recycle from the grave. And then we have Tin Boy. On deploy, damage all units on a row by 2, and if we tribute 8 coins, we're able to damage all enemy units by 2 instead. This is meant to punish row heavy decks as well as swarm decks, and I've been seeing a lot of that lately, so it really finds its place and value in this deck. And then we have Lieutenant Von Hurst. I consider this more of a first round play if we can get it then. On Horde 2, at the end of turn, spawn a Fireswarm Zealot in the row. With a fee of 1, we can transform that Fireswarm Zealot into a Flaming Rose Footman. So you can see here, these are the tokens that we have. It's just going to keep accumulating points on a row and get out of control, getting that passive 2 points per turn just by having it out there. And lastly, we have Philippa. On deploy, spend the number of coins equal to an enemy's power, then seize it. This is a really big tempo swing, and it often acts as a game winner because we could take the key component of their deck, assuming it's 9 or less power, and we have the coin for it, and bring it to our side and have it work for us. Some notable cards as well would be Jacques Miraculous Child. This acts as a 12-point tempo swing in the event of a short round. We also have Adriano the Mink, which acts for big points on deploy given that it spawns another Sly Seductress, so it comes out as an initial 10 points, and the Sly Seductress bonds with Passiflora, giving them that beautiful effect of having the boost by 1 each for every card that your opponent plays. And for removal we have Fisstech and Fisstech Traffickers. We're going to be removing units by poisoning them. Keep in mind that you have to poison something twice in order for it to disappear, so we have to do this over 2 turns. The benefit of Fisstech is that you get the extra profit when you're using it, so we could put that into some of our spenders like the Sea Jackal for example, or one of our tributes. And with the Fisstech Trafficker here, we get a body with the cards, so we get a 3 power unit plus we're able to poison. So let's get into a couple games and I can show you exactly how you'll play this here. Alright, so for game number 1 we have Patricidal Fury. It's actually a really good starting hand. So we have some coin generation, we have an engine going. I think that we can definitely keep both of the Peaches. I don't necessarily need the Street Urchin, and we can recycle our boat with the Kikimo Warrior. Yeah. It's looking like more of a horde round to me, so we'll mulligan away that. Maybe one of the second ones. There we go. A bit of damage as well. So with Hidden Cache, we get 3 coins per round, and our hordes cost 2 less. So that's reflected on the deck builder. Well, not in the deck builder, but it's reflected on our cards in hand right now. So this will just start spawning tokens every single turn. And then I'm probably going to go into something like the Mutes Maker and the Tide Locks just to get the coin for the boat. Because the Redanian's going to come flying out shortly. You never want to fill up the same row because you want to give it maximum potential. So this will keep spawning until the row's full. So what's nice about the Ransackers is if we're hoarding 3, we're able to actually gain 2 coin and damage them by 2. So this card gets a value of about 7 for 4 provisions, believe it or not. And I guess they don't like the Von Hurst. I guess they don't like the Von Hurst. For game number 2, we got Imposter.
There is but one punishment for traitors.
So we do have to be mindful of the fact that Von Hurst might not make it this time. We don't have the stratagem to boost him. Don't need both of these for coin generation. Generally, I like to keep no more than 1 in hand at a time. We have our ability to get our 7 coin here. We can toss away the Fist Tech. Keep a Jackal just in case the Street Urchin doesn't make it. That is a tricky one. So I think they're actually going to try and take our scenario from us. So we'll see what we can do here to fix that. Von Hurst down. Just act like everything is just business as usual, right? We have to maximize the points we're going to get, so we have to just play it. And if it gets removed, it gets removed. Just lovely.
Perhaps a different degree. An active one.
I do like the fact that we have quite a good push, though. They don't have any engines going, and we got something going on here. It's going to get a bit worse soon. So what we'll do next is we'll play the Street Urchin, getting our coins to 9, getting the boat on the playing field, and then we'll look at playing the Kikimor Warrior so we can start recycling the boat. Every turn, the boat's going to come back from grave, but we're going to get an additional Kikimor Warrior that stays on the board, giving us a solid 5 points per turn if you include the Von Hurst. We've been seeing a lot of decks that are just meant to clog up our deck. It's unfortunate, but that's what we're playing against here. Hopefully we could still take the win without Passiflora. I think it's crucial that we do win this round, though, if we want to take the game. That way we can push in round 2. But we definitely have to try and win on even. So if I put that down here, it takes a turn to get order, but we'll still be ahead. If they pass, we win. There we go. So now we could try and push for the 2-0. We do have some power here. If I put down the defender, we have the ability to take something from them. We also have a good bunch of punish. We'll see what we can get. There's Jacques. I think we just kind of play it the way we have to play it. There's not a bad card here. Yeah, because we definitely can't win off the round 3 pile, so we'll just go for it. They do remove that, okay. I was thinking at first that we wouldn't put the defender down just yet. That's why I hiked up the coin to get the max value off Salt, start getting the 3 boosts per turn. But then we did lose a coin by deciding to put down the defender first. Forgot for a second we're playing against Imposter. So now we can put Sol in safely behind. It'll get 2 boosts on the first turn, but then we can look at getting more profit to get it maximize the potential here.
You're to use my decoctions to your advantage.
So that'll be the play.
And me alone.
It's a bit of an awkward spot. I might not take the tribute on the Adriano just because we want to keep the horde going. So we'll put down essentially Adriano, just keep the profit, and then we'll put down passive for a Peach. That way we have at least 2 engines and 4 passive points per turn.
That was not in the spell books.
That makes sense. We're still getting 3. Then this will go down next, giving us the 4. And we definitely have to depend a little bit on them not pulling their best cards because they have one of ours, but we'll have a look here. Okay. I'm glad it wasn't another scenario just in case they have a way of making it. Tribute 4, you don't have coin, so it'll just be for the 5 points.
Come on now, try.
Exploitation.
So no tribute there, gets us 8 coin, gets the boat back out as well. And then they'll just get to work and start getting stronger. So Tin Boy is looking pretty good so far. Plays for 8 if we have to use him at the end. Tricky part's getting the coin for Philippa and Tin Boy. Interesting. So we have to actually use Philippa right here. Otherwise, the Kahir boosts every time we boost. And they'll just make another copy. So we'll force them into a position where they have to play a card, and hopefully get card advantage going to round 3. I'm pretty confident with the hand we have. Because we're definitely not beating 2 Kahirs. I can tell you that much.
Push on! No mercy!
Into coup.
Kill the dog fiddlers!
Into Brathens. So we did get a good trade here.
Your name, young man, a man should be cursed into an urchin.
Just a peek. That is all I need.
And they have to play another card. That was a great pass. So they're just not outpointing us, even with the 2 Kahirs. So if we have a 2 card advantage and they spent leader going into round 3, I'm pretty confident we could pull a win out of this one. Because Jacques alone plays for about 12 points. We can get 9 out of this. This is pretty well... Variant doesn't... I mean, you can get either 4 or we can get... It's probably going to play for around 8 or something like that. There we go. Big win. So there you have it, guys. We played 2 games and we had 2 relatively easy wins. So I'm going to be posting this deck out on playgwent.com. Feel free to go give it a try and let me know how you like it. I also do stream on Twitch every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, so come hang out when you have a chance. And that's where we go over all the new deck concepts prior to going and making these videos, so you'll be able to see it there first and have even more of a thorough understanding of what's going on. So thanks again, and we'll see you next time.